Hello and greetings to everyone. Hi, Deborah. How are
Hi,
you
Rebecca.
today?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you so
Of
much
course.
for joining us today in order to talk to our audience in regards to our mindfulness certification with Evergreen.
My
So,
pleasure.
absolutely. So, I would like to give you an opportunity to go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm Debra Alvis. I'm a licensed psychologist, a mindfulness meditation teacher, and also a certified International Association of Yoga Therapists. Um, and I'm led the mind body program at the University of Georgia. I've
Mm,
had the pleasure of conducting a private practice for decades now,
yes.
focused on integrating mindfulness with other approaches to psychotherapy.
Mhm.
And I also have sat on a mindfulness research team and co
Mm.
led the team and provided um, supervision for wonderful doctoral students in health psychology. And now I focus on private practice and speaking and training other clinicians. Been doing that for quite a while.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for providing us with those details. And just so everyone is aware, Deborah is one of our advisors on this particular certification. Um, in throughout this time, you all will see information at the bottom of the page here. You can always reference any of those particular links, and we also have a QR code that you can scan in order to take you directly to information in regards to this certification. So I want to go ahead and jump right into our first question. Why should a professional get certified in mindfulness?
This is a great place to start.
Mhm.
I have been thinking about what has made this so very important to me and my work. And one of the key reasons that I've been so invested in teaching mindfulness, supporting clients and integrating mindfulness, and also in training clinicians and other healthcare professionals, helping professionals, is that mindfulness is very well supported by the evidence
Mm,
as a way to promote changes in brain structure and function.
mhm,
And it has a multitude of positive impacts. It improves cognitive function, such as
mm,
memory. It offers an enhanced ability to focus and direct attention. It
mm.
can help improve sleep, um, reduce stress, and assist in the management of stress. It
Okay.
can promote the ability to work more effectively with concerns such as mood, addiction, chronic pain, trauma.
Mm,
It can help us to create a more resilient nervous system. And
mm,
this is huge.
mhm,
If our nervous system is more robust, when life throws us curveballs, we're able to catch them and go with it with
mhm.
a lot more ease. Um,
Yes.
and it positively impacts our immune system
Mhm.
and help us to stay healthy. And
Mm,
then there is the strengthening of relationships because
mm,
we're able to be more responsive and less reactive.
mhm. So the benefits are truly well-rounded, and I love the fact
Sure.
that you indicated that they are supported by research as well.
Yes.
Um, Absolutely. So awesome. So the next question that I would like for you to answer for our audience here is, what is so unique about this particular certification? What knowledge will professionals gain by obtaining it?
Well, one of the true strengths, I believe, of the mindfulness certification is that it includes um, the research and the application
Mhm.
for this, all of these aspects of evidence about the brain and the nervous system, We learn ways of educating our
Mm.
clients about these advances.
Mm.
It's in depth, it's highly experiential, so that practitioners feel confident in applying the
Mm.
work. And that's one of the things I hear most as
Mhm.
feedback from clients. They tell me that it's one of the best trainings that they've ever had,
Mm.
and that they appreciate the fact that it addresses the person or the clinician,
Mm.
their ability to be present and mindful, as well as how to integrate the work
Right.
with clients.
Mm. Awesome. That's truly important, right? Getting certified in mindfulness, not only is it important to be able to know how to teach this to your clients, but how to actually apply it for yourself as well. So great to know that that's a takeaway from
Yes,
obtaining this.
yes, because it is effective for clinicians to apply themselves, it
Mm-hmm.
really supports us in being more present during
Mm-hmm.
sessions.
Mm-hmm.
It supports us in listening more deeply,
Mm-hmm.
and it helps the client's nervous system to entrain with us and go more
Mm-hmm.
deeply themselves in the sessions. So they
Mm-hmm.
wind up feeling more heard and seen,
Mm-hmm.
supported, and their sessions are more effective.
Absolutely. That's what I was just thinking about. It sounds like it truly enriches the therapeutic process.
I think it does. That's
Mm.
been my experience over these many decades.
Awesome. Next question. What professionals is this particular certification for?
I think that people in all the helping professions can benefit from
Mm-hmm.
mindfulness certification. This would include educational professionals, mental health professionals, the clergy, athletic trainers, occupational therapists, PTs, um, nurse practitioners, physicians,
Mm-hmm.
and, those are just some of the professions that might find this really helpful.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Hmm.
Yes. Another question. After an initial year of being certified, renewal is required. Why
Hmm.
do you think this is important for professionals to maintain their knowledge and mindfulness?
Ah, well, one of the beauties of this helping professionals field is that we're continually seeing new research be produced and new advances in how to
Mm-hmm.
apply that research. um, Updating our training helps us to stay abreast of not only the research findings, but the implications for those findings,
Mm.
allowing us to choose the best approach for an individual client,
Mm-hmm.
to predict what kind of factors will be supportive of them as
Mm-hmm.
they terminate therapy so that they'll hold on to those benefits.
Mm-hmm.
And these new, there are so many new applications for mindfulness coming out that are specifically developed to address the various clinical presentations and concerns
Mm.
such as addiction, uh,
Mm-hmm.
chronic pain, mood, and so on.
Okay. Awesome. 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 Thank you
Mhm.
for those details, right?
Sure.
And then one last question before we accept some of the questions from our audience, as I see some questions are coming
Oh,
in here.
good.
Yes,
I didn't
yes.
know we'd have an
Mm-hmm.
audience question period. I'm glad for that.
Yes. Awesome. So our last question here, why were you so passionate about helping to develop the certified mindfulness informed professional certification?
Ah, I am passionate about mindfulness, in part because as a result of my own 35, 40-year practice, I lose track. Um, I've seen wonderful changes within myself, both
Mm-hmm.
individually and as a professional.
Mm.
And I've seen as soon as I could, and the research was there, I started bringing mindfulness into clinical practice. So
Mm.
I've had decades of watching clients grow and change,
Yeah.
become steadier,
Mm.
develop skills that mindfulness provides, such as emotional regulation, non judgmentalness, the ability to
Mm.
be less reactive and more
Mhm.
present in their lives,
Mhm.
experience greater positive emotions.
Mm.
Just seeing clients transform and their symptomatology
Mm.
reduce or be eliminated
Mhm.
as a result of their integration of mindfulness into their lives in a way that fit
Mm.
for them has been very inspiring for me. And it's led me to really want to see other clinicians have access to this in the way that I do.
Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Absolutely. Thank you so much. And
Mm.
we truly enjoyed having you being a part of the advisory board in the developmental process of this particular certification. So thank you so much. I would love to give our viewer on our YouTube channel a chance to hear their question answered. So the question that he has here is, um, could you give some potent actual prompts you verbalize to the client that nurtures mindfulness?
Yes, yes. There's so many, but one that comes to mind is the way that I talk about emotions and thoughts
Mm-hmm.
as something that's coming up rather
Mm.
than something the client is. So, in other words,
Mm.
a client might say, I'm anxious right now. And so, what they
Mm.
learn over time is to recognize that they're not their thoughts and feelings, they're
Mm-hmm.
experiences that come and go in the mind, that anxiety is arising, or anxiety is coming up, or frustration is surfacing,
Mm.
or the mind is busy with thoughts right now.
Mm.
So often, a part of the recovery process is learning to separate thoughts and
Mm.
feelings as as not facts. They're
Right.
experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
we all work on that. That can be an ongoing practice in and of itself. Thoughts
Mm-hmm.
and feelings aren't facts; they're experiences.
Right.
It's important to allow them, to recognize them, to
Mm-hmm.
witness them, and not to identify so closely with them that we react.
Mm. Yes,
Does that
that
make
is
sense?
key. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's connecting for our viewer, and he threw in one more. If we
Thank you,
can,
Jeffrey. I'd love to
yeah.
hear another question.
Yes, he indicated that he does a lot of inner child work, and wants to know if you're familiar with that and any insights that you have on how to pair the two. So inner child work and mindfulness work.
Oh, lovely question. Thank you. Well, first of all, I do a lot of work with the parts, internal parts of the self, including inner child work.
Mhm.
Um, Sometimes one of the things that can occur is if we're pairing mindfulness, say, with internal family systems, we
Mhm.
think about mindfulness as allowing uh, greater access to the self with a capital
Mhm.
S. And a part of that might mean working with that inner child,
Mhm.
helping that inner child calm and begin to trust
Mhm.
the the self, or the adult that can
Mhm.
now navigate the world. And that
Mhm.
might be in the form of teaching breathing practices that that inner child can use, or perhaps it could be that we do an inner child guided meditation to
Mhm.
help the self, the adult, um, respond tenderly and with loving kindness to
Mm,
that inner child.
mm,
It can help the um, adult self the, to be more aware of when that inner child is
mm,
distracted, disturbed, in need of attention,
mhm,
and give that attention in a way that is nurturing, a way that is helpful to that inner child.
mm. Absolutely.
Thank
Thank you
you for
so
that.
much.
Yeah, thank you for
Mhm,
that beautiful question. I wanted
mm,
to add, if I may, that I teach a 2-day mindfulness intensive through PESI, and
mhm,
it is. I've been told this by participants. It's very comprehensive. It's
mm.
highly experiential,
Yes.
and it provides a great toolbox that
Mhm,
people can use to address any sort of clinical concern. And there
mm.
are specific sections for addiction, for trauma, for anger
Right.
management, and so on.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Welcome.
I truly enjoyed our time today, and I hope our audience really enjoyed our time. So,
Me too.
again, yes, again, here are the links that you can utilize in order to reach out to our page in order to get more information on these certifications and how you can obtain them, whether you want to use the link or the awesome QR code. Thank you all so much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Rebecca. It's been a delight to work with